we seem to have come across some interesting revelations here. We just got back from Burger King, and if you look closely into Bobby Webb's chest here, you can see that he has been sauced. Now, what I want to know is,
by what?
who's going to eat it? You?
No, not me.
You gonna finish that?
Oh! I didn't really do it!
I said, Brian, if you ever need a drummer, call me. I will play drums for you any day of the week.
We'll serenade you with the smooth styling Bobby Webb on the drums, ladies and gentlemen. Couldn't sweat bad enough, so he's just gonna keep playing while we fix this.
When I was playing in the band that kind of turned into Orchid's Curse before, which was called Sleight of Hand, about 10 years ago, Bobby had used to play in this band called China Boy. And we used to do like an open mic thing every Wednesday night throughout the summertime. Bobby's band used to play there.
Well, it all started, I'd say, in 2005, I think it was. I was playing in a band called China Boy, and this is back in the days of Sleight of Hand. It was Brian, our old guitarist, Paul, and a couple other guys. So we would play with those guys a lot, and we actually ended up being pretty good buddies. And at one point, I was having a party at my house.
I was out one night and I ran into Bobby and I went to this like huge party at his house that he was having. And he said to me, like, at the time, he was like, if your drummer, Tom, who was playing drums, he's like, if he ever leaves the band, he's like, I'm playing drums for you. Because his China Boy band had broken up at the time. And I was like, dude, I don't think it's going to happen, but, like, sure.
He said, oh, well, I don't see it happening. Tom, the old drummer, seemed pretty committed at the time.
So, a week later, Tom calls me. He quits the band. And I pretty much hung up the phone and called Bobby. I'm like, dude, you still want to play? He's like, absolutely.
Not even a week later, I get a call back from Brian. He said, Tom quit the band, I need a drummer. And I said, we'll see you at jam then.
This was the last girl I had sex with.
So,
breathing is torture.
So he is Aaron's.
So yeah, then we played as that band for a while. We recorded Goodbyes When the Casket Closes. And shortly after that, our guitar player Paul left. He had a hand problem. He couldn't play anymore.
I'm not sure what the cause of it was exactly. I did break this wrist a couple of times in the past, and maybe I just overdid it, practicing too hard, and I lost mobility of my ring and pinky finger. The dexterity is completely gone.
And we played as a four-piece for a while. And then, still working at the music store, I met Keith.
I met Brian at like Music World, or Joey was talking about how Brian needed another guitarist, and I went in and I bought their album. And it was in the listening station, and you're like, yeah, it's in the listening station, you probably won't like it. And I was like, all right, whatever. And I went over and I listened to a few songs. I was like, yeah, this is cool. I was like, I can get behind this.
Keith came in. He was a guitar player, talking back and forth about maybe him coming in and playing with us.
And Brian's like, well, we're going on tour. And I was like, ugh. Because I'd just come off a shit show of a tour.
Yeah, it was cheap.
And I
we
was like,
went on one.
yeah, and I was like, I can't really be doing any of that. This is the part of the job I love.
It took a little bit of persuasion, but we finally roped him in to come play with us.
Hey, Keith, your cock ring came.
Oh, wow. Finally arrived after all these years of waiting.